My name is Mark Gieman. I'm the CEO of Bambu. My son Jeff is here with us. He's in charge of real estate and sales. So with that, you may ask, what is Bambu? It's a Vietnamese dessert and drink concept that has blossomed out to be more of an Asian dessert and drink concept. So it was started by 4 Vietnamese sisters in San Jose back about 2008, and we took it over with them actually in 2014 and 15, and we've been growing it ever since. Bambu is kind of a fun meeting place. We have coffees and teas and a very, very good dessert drink called chea, which almost nobody knows about. It's a Vietnamese dessert drink. It's made with fresh coconut milk and avocados and good, healthy, vegan drinks. We also have boba teas, which everybody seems to know about, but of course, that's Taiwanese, that's not Vietnamese, but we serve it anyway. And we have other teas as well. We also have smoothies. These are real fruit smoothies, the kind that they make in Asia, which is made with real fresh fruit. It's a little creamier. It's not an attempt to put protein and add-ons into that. It's just an enjoyable drink. And we make yogurt parfaits, which we call yonami. And if you get a chance to try one, they're really worth it. These are made with a sour yogurt mix and fresh fruits. And finally, Vietnamese coffees. Most people know about Vietnamese coffees. If you ever want a real shot, have a Vietnamese coffee. It's really strong, but they're delicious. They're bitter, but because they're cut with chicory, which is the secret to Vietnamese coffee, but then they put sweetened condensed milk in, so balances it off. And we make snacks, mochi ice cream, which is Japanese, boba waffles, which are Taiwanese, macarons, which are French, and pandan waffles, which probably you don't know. Pandan is a leaf that grows wild all over Southeast Asia. We take it, we boil it, we add tapioca starch to it and a whole bunch of things, and it comes out very good. So we're located right now pretty much around the country in Canada and in the Philippines, and we've been growing pretty well, mostly owner-operator circumstances. So we do a lot to train our owners on how to operate a successful Bambu shop. It's always run with young people, and it's always attended by young people. So the people who are behind the counter are really friends with the people who are on the other side of the counter buying drinks. So why Bambu? Because we're a great fun meeting place. People like to go there, have a drink, have fun, and we cater to the young generation. So recently, I was called and asked if I wanted to make a presentation to the board of Walmart about why Bambu should be in Walmart. And the quick story about food use in Walmart is that it always traditionally had been a McDonald's or a Subway or a Charlie's cheesesteak or something like that. And Walmart had conducted a study during the pandemic when a lot of those stores had closed. And the purpose of the study essentially was, who's our future shopper and what do they want? And so they came up with this idea to have JLL, which is Joan Lang LaSalle, one of the largest worldwide commercial brokers, go out and find what the future Walmart shoppers want. So somehow they found us. And so I made a presentation to the board and was pleasantly surprised. About 2 weeks later, I got this letter saying, you've been approved to go into Walmart locations, and attached is a spreadsheet of available locations. And the amazing part about it was the spreadsheet had 3,750 stores on it. So it's a little big of a bite for us. But we're going to try and figure it out as best we can. The Walmart opportunity is really very special for a different reason. from an operational point of view, we're very, very concerned with the bottom line for our franchisees. And really, there always was only one controllable cost, and that's labor. So if you don't run your shop right, you have too many people, you don't have enough people, you get bad reviews. That's really the thing that we train and drill into our franchisees. But over the last 4 or 5 years, the cost of doing business, the operational costs, the rent, the utilities, the triple nets, if you know what those things are, have been running wild. So right now, a typical Bambu in 1,200 square feet is spending between $70,000 and $100,000 a year in those costs. The deal I made with Walmart is a little bit unbelievable, but it's $3,500 a month rent, 10 years, no increases, no triple nets, and no utilities. So Walmart either wanted us badly or we made a good deal, but who cares? The opportunity for us in Walmart is tremendous for our franchisees because we've essentially capped his operating expenses. And if nothing else, if they operate just like a typical Bambu would operate in a strip center, it's saving $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year. And over a 10-year period, that's a lot of money. Plus, most of you know all your leases have 3% increases in them yearly, and you're always arguing, or it's fair market value at the end of 5 years, or whatever it is. So this has really presented an opportunity for us, and we're talking to a lot of people who want to take an area of Walmart's and develop them up. We know how to train you, we know how to distribute the products, and we know who likes our products. Interesting, I've been sitting in Walmart's because the one thing I didn't know was, is the Walmart customer our customer? And I found that Walmart's are about 70 or 75% female, so is Bambu, and about a third of the people that walk into a Walmart have kids. And every kid in America knows what bubble tea is. So we think there's a real interesting future here and opportunity for Bambu in Walmart's, and that's really the focus of our presentation.
I'm going to pose the first question here in terms of for the 3,700 locations. You're opening all of them on the same day, right?
We're gonna stagger them.
So with that number, I mean, 3,700 locations, the ability to onboard and scale that kind of launch, can you give us a little perspective on what a person who's signing up for this with the franchise, what can they expect in terms of support?
Yeah, well, let me refine it a little first for you, okay? Walmart is also approached through JLL, Auntie Anne's, Wetzel's Pretzels, Cha Time Tea, and most importantly, Dunkin' Donuts. And Dunkin' Donuts is signed up to go into 1,000 Walmarts. So this is a Starbucks play that you've seen in Target or other places, going on like that. The list changes month to month, what's available because some get taken and so on. So it's a little hard to say 3,700 stores. What we're really doing is we're aggregating. We're looking at demographics of the stores we're building right now in Colorado and Illinois and matching them against demographics, groups of stores in Nashville, in Austin, in Houston, places, Las Vegas, places like that. And we're looking for investors who can handle a build out of 4, 5, 6 stores, 10 stores. Interestingly, the cost to put a Bambu in a Walmart, because these are food uses already permitted. This is an upfit. This isn't a, dark vanilla shell or a gray shell or any kind of big build out like that. It's about $150,000 equipment all in to put one up. So that's how we're focused right now.
So we'll take one more question.
Okay, excellent. So going back to what you said, Mark, fantastic presentation. So you were talking about how labor is essentially the main linchpin in the situation. I can tell you we've had a couple startups that have come through our investment fund that are looking for robotics to solve manufacturing for food, things that get stood up at colleges or in malls and whatnot. And also understanding that Walmart being the primary consumer, and when now we have direct to consumer on Amazon Prime, which everybody else loves, how can you stay competitive when essentially there are competitors who are moving away from the labor model into something that's more hardware and robotics?
The only way we can move around is to put that drink in your mouth. Here. I mean, that's a fresh cut coconut or a fresh cut avocado that's made. And
Put your mouse. I think that's a good way to say it.
all right, thank you.
Great job. Great, good luck, man.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So good evening. Full admission, I'm feeling a little insecure. I just have one slide and Walmart is yet to call any of us at work, but I'm happy for you. Before I get started, really, so I'm Greg Beals. I work for At Work and I'm the Director of Franchise Sales, but I wanted to thank all the prospective franchisees for coming out. Let's just take time, from all of us here, including the panel. Everybody's busy, you have families, you're working, got to go to bar 3, work out. But this is a big step, and it's really an exciting journey. It can be a scary journey, but it can also be a really rewarding journey. So thanks for coming out tonight. So really, we are a staffing agency franchise. We have lots of competition. If you haven't heard of us before, you've probably heard of Express. They're the big gorilla with 850 locations. We're smaller, and we like being small, actually. We have just over 100 locations, coast to coast. We've actually been around since 1993, and we've grown slow by design. We're starting to ramp that up a little bit. But what we do is we help people find work. That can be very rewarding. And it also can be very life-changing and life-sustaining to many people. So we're really excited about our mission. We also, as franchisees, they help clients, companies find these people. So we're serving both sides, on the client side, on the company side, and then the employee side, on the candidate side. So we try to match the two up together. And that's what we do. That's our mission. So again, I just have the one slide. But I'm going to try to touch on a couple of bullet points because I only probably have about 3.5 minutes left. And I'm going to pick about 4 or 5. And feel free to get me out of here if I get a little long-winded, still a little insecure about the Walmart thing. But I'm getting over it. Initial franchise fee is $40,000. I haven't heard that from any competitor peer tonight, but we actually have a veteran discount, which most of my peers in the industry do, of 20%. But we also have 2 ways that you as a franchisee can earn it back. One way is to actually hit a kind of a benchmark or milestone in gross revenue by the end of year 1 to earn $20,000. And you can earn the other $20,000 by hitting a benchmark of clients attained by month 6. So 2 ways to actually earn back your franchise fee. Protected territories. We have, luckily, we have 5 great territories in the greater Portland market. North, south, east, west, and central, all about the same size, number of available zip codes, population, and what we deem as targeted businesses. And we also have another one just over the river in Vancouver, about the same size. So if you count that one, there's 6 great territories for expansion into this market. And this is why I'm here tonight, to get exposure from At Work, everybody down in this great market. So we're excited about this market. A thing that we're really, a good differentiator with us is our franchisees are the employer of record. And what that enables the franchisee to do when you're the employer of record is to earn these work opportunity tax credits, what they call WOTC is the acronym. And an example of that would be someone that was formerly incarcerated that we, a franchisee, can help get back to work. They actually get a tax credit for that. And it's pretty sizable, so it's a win-win. It's great to have somebody go back out into the community, be a productive citizen. Again, that's life-changing. for sure. And also it's a win for that franchisee that can earn actually tens of thousands of dollars in tax credits. So we always like trying to help out the bottom line, and that is definitely a way to get there. I'll talk about our model a little bit. We have the owner-operator model, which all of my peers do, and we also have a semi-passive model. That model, typically we require that you hire a manager or a general manager, preferably that's been in the staffing industry because they really know how to manage one. And then the operator, owner, can kind of step back and oversee it and dabble in and visit the office at their leisure. But we still like the owner-operator to be involved, but it's day-to-day by the general manager. And it's a very small staff. We just require 2 staff members, a recruiter and a business development rep. One of the things that we offer, and we have a lot of training and coaching, is we help you find those first 2 employees. So it's critical to really get that recruiter and that business development rep. That recruiter is the one that's going to be at the office. The business development rep is going to be on the street day in and day out, visiting around, meeting with business owners, meeting with people in HR, trying to get those job orders. And the recruiter back at the office is going to be trying to fill those job orders. But we help you actually source, recruit, and then of course train once hired both those individuals. So part of what we offer. We also offer training and initial lead lists and many things throughout your journey with AtWork. So I'm going to stop there. I don't have anything to say about Walmart or any big stories like that. Yeah, I'm getting over my insecureness there. But any kind of questions from the audience?
I think Juliet.
Yes, great presentation. Question, how long does it take for a franchisee owner to become profitable in your model?
It's a great question. I'm not supposed to answer it. But what I can say is typically in year 1 through 5, typically it's about 1.4 million in revenue. That's the average in the first 5 years. After year 5, it's about 3.5 million is the average actually, 5 years plus. That's the average. And that's the gross revenue. On the profit side, year 1 through 5, it's typically around 370. So again, I give you those averages, but I always defer to the FDD, or what they call a franchise disclosure document. We're not supposed to make earnings claims, and I'm not, but it's just kind of averages that we can throw out that's been posted in that document.
May I ask one? Average attrition rate of your owners, if like somebody comes on, like the attrition rate of a business owner.
Yeah, we've been really fortunate. It's been really lucky. And the handful, when I say handful, it's literally been in the last 12 months on one hand. It's been really due to, and I can rattle it off quickly, death, divorce, kids wanting the business, and another death. So, and that's unfortunate for those 2 deaths, of course, but the divorces are too. But it really hasn't been performance, lack thereof, not enough coaching. So we feel, and I know it sounds strange, but kind of proud of that it hasn't been us.
Awesome. That's amazing.
So kind of sound like a strange answer. Any other question? Good question, though. Thank you.
Yes, I think it could be the last question. Yeah, we'll be keep the. Yes, we'll take.
Greg.
AJ.
How are you guys planning on using AI with your ATS program? Understanding that now we have so many data points that you can use to personalize that job finding process. How are you guys planning on using machine learning? Is that something that has been historically used within the company? Do you have any differentiators there on like a technology perspective?
Yeah, great question. Thank you. And we were full transparency. We were talking before the event tonight. But so our CEO was from staffing, and he is very ahead of the curve in tech and wanted to be ahead of our even biggest competitors. So we own our own ATS system company, Greenfield Software, and their model TempServe, which is the ATS ecosystem. He really wants to be ahead of the curve for the client to be able to post a job from Costa Rica, and that person that's on vacation maybe somewhere else that's applying for a job can do it the same on mobile and be able to tweak that and be able to really drive out the applicant pool to the recruiters in the office all simultaneously